Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a green halo eye, but first I did put on some eye patches from Peter Thomas Roth, and I went straight in with my Elmer's glue, the purple disappearing Elmer's glue to be exact. I did try to get the clear one and see if it worked similarly, but it really didn't. If you're going to do the clear one, you might as well get the Anastasia Brow Freeze, in my opinion. But what I like to do is I like to just press all my hairs down against my skin, and then I will drag my spoolie across the top and then my finger to remove the excess product. And this is just how I like my brows to look, really full and laid down. They almost look like they are laminated, and I get asked that question at least 5 times a day when I do my brows like this, if they are laminated, but nah, I don't got that money. So I went ahead and primed my lids using L'Oreal's concealer. And I basically just work around my brows, but I'm pretty cautious of where the sponge and like application ends. And if it goes above my eyebrow, like, it will drive me crazy. And if I get concealer on my brow, it drives me crazy. So I'm just hyper cautious of that. And I went straight in today with like a dark brown. I wanted to get a halo eye, so in order to do that, I did the process of dark, light, and then dark again, which is basically to like create the shape of what I want to do, but also because I wanted to blend really naturally. I didn't want it to be all messed up and get messy, so this is the easiest way for me to do a halo eye. I'm not sure how everyone does them, but this is how I do it. So I'll pack on like a dark shade. It doesn't have to be pretty, doesn't even have to be even. That felt weird saying. But what I like to do is just basically get that pigment there so that we can buff around the edges, and that depth is still going to be there, but you're still blending around. It's going to make sense, okay? Just give me a minute. And then I like to use that yellow tone. This palette is the Makeup by Mario palette, but the yellow shade that I'm using underneath my brow is to mute that concealer a little bit. And this is from the Me, Myself, and Michell palette. And I like to do this because I don't really carve my brows with concealer, so I don't really like that bright look with concealer underneath. I like it to just look a little bit more subtle. So this is me blending out a lighter brown on top of that dark brown, just to get that really nice blend. This brown kind of has like an orange undertone to it, so that wasn't necessarily my intention, but it didn't end up looking bad at all, so it's all good, you know. And for this look specifically, a halo eye, it is all about blending. It's not really about precision too much, but if you can blend it out and make it look really nice and subtle, that's like the main motive. Yeah, so that's basically what I did. I just kept adding that medium brown and just buffing around the edges, making it so that it blended along with like my rest of my eye and not just one solid spot with dark pigment. And then what I like to do is just buff out the edges of the outside as well, just so that it doesn't look like all squished in one spot. And after I'm done blending out those two medium browns and that yellow shade, I go in right again with that dark brown that was in the beginning. I like to do this just to bring back any depth that you lose throughout the process. And then in the center of my halo eye, I'm going to be using MauilenaMu's Exposed Duo-Chrome Flakes. I'm out of breath right now because my asthma is acting up, so yeah, that's just life. That's a day in my life. But anyways, and now I'm using my eyelash glue, and I'm making it a little bit tacky by doing a very thin layer. It ensures that it is sticky enough for the Duo-Chrome Flakes, but also because I just want it to stay on all night. So that's what I'm gonna do. And usually eyelash glue is my go-to for any glitter or like pigments that I want to really get out and make them really stand out. Eyelash glue really helps with that. Even like metallic shades, I like to do a little bit of lash glue on top of my lid and then go in again, and it really just makes it stand out and pop. Like, look at this pigment in these Duo-Chrome Flakes. I think it's just so pretty. It's like a mix of green and pink, but it just really gives me like kiwi vibes, you know. This is that Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless foundation. This is a matte finish foundation, very full coverage. Not the heaviest full coverage though that there is on the market. There's a lot more heavier foundations. So that is a really big reason why I love this foundation, for the formula and also the longevity of it. It lasts all day. If I haven't raved about her setting spray on this channel, I don't know what I've been doing, but that is my favorite setting spray right now. Literally, I don't think anything trumps that Charlotte Tilbury setting spray right now for me. Not the Urban Decay, not all those popular ones, all the name brand ones that you know. Forget about it. Just go try the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. It also has like aloe vera in it and white tea extracts. Okay, period. So it's hydrating your skin while it's on top of your skin. So yes, we love that. Next, I went in with my Bare Minerals Stick Foundation in the shade Sienna. Of course, the usual. I like to use contour sticks sometimes, but not all the time. I mentioned it before in previous videos, but sometimes foundation sticks are just a little bit easier to blend, and just the formula is just a lot nicer because they are meant to be creamy, blend really well with skin. So I highly recommend, if you don't like the formula of a contour stick, try a stick foundation in just a deeper shade and see if you like that. That's my go-to thing. Next, I went in with my e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer in the shade light beige. I do let it set for 1 second and then I just blend it out. I don't leave it on too long, nothing crazy. A lot of people say that when you leave this on too long, it's impossible to blend, which I kind of agree. Not 100%, but I do kind of agree. The e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer is a very matte, quick drying concealer, to say the least. But it is really full coverage, and this is one of the, like, really been one of my go-tos. No matter all of, like, the bougie brands I try, this is the one that really gets me that look that I'm looking for, the bright under eye and the good coverage. So I gotta try other ones. I've been interested in trying the Shape Tape ones, even though I've heard mixed reviews. So I think I gotta just try it for myself. But I am gonna set under my eye with the Charlotte Tilbury Micro Smooth Powder in the shade Fair. Um, this is not a pigmented powder compared to like the L'Oreal foundation, pressed foundation that I would set my eyes with, but it is a really smoothing, nice powder. It doesn't get cakey. So this is something that's good for someone with oily skin. If you have a problem with like oil control and your foundation just seeps right through and just never stays on, I would highly recommend that you get this powder, because it's similar to the translucent powder from Fenty. You can keep applying, and it doesn't get cakey, so that's good. I did add a little bit more Elmo, bruh, I'm so tired. e.l.f. concealer underneath my eye, just to do that neon green from the Me, Myself, and Michell palette. I'm just packing it on real nice, and then I'm gonna go in with a dark shade to just line the lash line underneath and really bring that depth in there. But also, because I was planning on going in my waterline with a light shade, I did that towards the end, so I don't know if I recorded it on camera, but we shall see. Other than that, this is my nose contour routine. If you follow me, you know the drill. I like to use powder. If I have to use an eyeshadow, I will. They do the same thing in my opinion, but I like to just start light to dark, so I'll do tip and the bridge of my nose highlighted with a light powder, and then once I get that shape that I like, I'll go ahead and contour the sides with a contour shade. Depending on the mood I'm in, I kind of go heavy or I go light with the nose contour. It's kind of a mix, here or there, but keep in mind, it doesn't need to be this harsh. You are gonna brush it away. It's not gonna be like this forever, so don't be scared of pigment and adding contour to places because it's super dark, because you can always lighten it. You can always either brighten it with some powder or just blend it out and buff it out with a nice little stippling brush. So that's what I do usually, but after I go in with that contour shade, I go in one more time with a light powder on the tip and the bridge of my nose, and then I like to set the sides of my nose with a powder. Today I did use the Charlotte Tilbury micro smoothing powder. I just got a bunch on a sponge, but this is not pigmented like I mentioned earlier, so it's honestly not going to give you full coverage or color any dark contour or anything like that, but it will help to brighten up the sides because the shade is fair. So that's kind of what I was going for in the long run. And of course, my OCD. There's never a video where my OCD doesn't kick in and I have to like make something perfect and make sure it is exactly the same way it is, the right side and the left side. So a day in the life. This is literally how my brain works. I can't help it. I wish I could. You know how much faster my makeup process would be? Okay. But anyways, we're going in with that contour from the Roll Up and Glow Up palette. Of course, I haven't used anything different since I got this palette. It's been my go-to. Not doing it super high on the cheeks because I did want it to look like contour, not bronzer. Not a huge fan of bronzer. I feel like sometimes it's hard to get a good bronzer that looks like just bronzer and like not like you don't know how to match your foundation, if that makes sense. Because I don't like looking orange, I don't like looking pale, so you know it's complicated being. But yeah, so after I do that, I always make sure that I blend everything away either with a stippling brush or a fluffy brush, and then I spray my face with some I just said I spray my face with some powder. I spray my face with some setting spray after blush, of course, which I completely forgot to mention because it is almost 12 o'clock and I'm so tired. I'm gonna keep it real. I've been working a lot, but not even that. It's just like when you get off work, you don't want to do anything. And like, I take my free time really serious. So when I don't work and I have days off, I'm actually recording those days. Um, but I feel like I gotta, I gotta learn how to time management. I always have my boyfriend telling me, kind of getting on me, saying that I need to like figure it out. I just gotta get better with that. And he's right. If you're listening, Edwin, you're right. But like at the same time, let me explain myself. Okay, I like to get all my stuff done. Right. So, anyways, I'm going in with the mute Maven. Please don't hate me. But these lashes are beautiful. It's the style Cash, and I got so many compliments on these lashes at work. They look super pretty, even with the natural look. When I went to work, I did a little liner moment with these, and they look super cute. So I got a lot of love on these ones. And then I did add a waterline. This is kind of like a cream off-white, not exactly white, but it is from Flower Beauty. I just like how it kind of opens up the eye a little bit more, giving that brightening look. And also, don't look at my nails, okay? I was just going through it. I don't know what I thought I was going on camera with these nails, but it's all good. We got them fixed. I do them myself, so when we be looking rough, we be looking rough intentionally, okay? Anyways, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Foxy Brown lip liner. I love her formula. First time using her lip liners, and I'm obsessed. Also gonna go in with Makeup Forever's Artist or Rogue Artist lipstick right on top. This is honestly gonna be my new go-to nude combo. I just really like the formula of both of these products together, but also alone. The Makeup Forever lipstick is not too thick, not too heavy, but it gets the job done. Also, don't look at my lip liner, okay? I also fixed that off camera. But anyways, I love how this look came out. I was pretty obsessed with it. And yeah, I've been meaning to do a green look for a minute now. So the green really worked for me, It really worked its magic. This is that pretty vulgar highlight that I always talk about in my other videos. Nothing crazy. I just like to do the tip and the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. I don't really go in on my cheeks anymore since I have awful bags, but it's all good. This is how the look came out. Yes, my hair is purple from my blonde shampoo. It's all temporary, but it's all good. I hope you guys like this makeup look. I hope you enjoy my channel still on the days that I am feeling down and I don't feel like posting. I always appreciate the support and the love I get on my makeup. It always makes me want to keep going. So thank you guys, and I really do appreciate it. If you like my videos, make sure you leave a like. If you aren't subscribed yet, make sure you also subscribe so you can see more of my content. Also, kind of doing too much, but I would appreciate it if you turn on my post notifications just so you know when I post. I do post every Saturday for the most part, but sometimes life happens, so I'm not trying to be too strict on myself, but I am trying to make it a habit, which I've been doing pretty good. I'm pretty shocked on how many videos I've racked up so far. But anyways, thank you guys for making it this far in my video, and I will be back next week with possibly some heat. Bye.